Mornings are more than just the start of a new day. They're an opportunity to set the foundation for how the rest of your day will unfold. For those over 70, mornings play an even more critical role in maintaining physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. After a night of rest, your body is ready to recharge and prepare for the day ahead. But the choices you make during these early hours can either support or hinder that process. Unfortunately, many seniors unknowingly fall into morning habits that may seem harmless but can actually have long-term effects on their health. Skipping breakfast, neglecting hydration, or staying sedentary are just a few examples of common mistakes that can sap your energy, slow your metabolism, and leave you feeling sluggish. These habits might feel like small oversights, but over time, they can contribute to issues like fatigue, poor digestion, and even a weakened immune system. But here's the empowering truth. It's never too late to change. By making a few simple adjustments, you can turn your mornings into a time of renewal and positivity. Imagine starting your day with a refreshing glass of water, a nourishing breakfast, and gentle stretches to wake up your body and mind. These small but impactful changes can help you feel more energized, focused, and ready to embrace the day with joy. In this guide, we'll explore 6 common morning mistakes that seniors often make, and, more importantly, how to avoid them. Each section will provide practical tips and easy-to-follow advice to help you create a morning routine that supports your health and happiness. Because every morning is a new chance to take care of yourself, to feel your best, and to live your life to the fullest. Let's dive in and make your mornings as vibrant and healthy as possible. Some of these might surprise you, but by the end of this video, you'll understand why 6 morning mistakes people over 70 often make. I know you're someone who enjoys watching videos quietly, but please give me a like and subscribe channel because you're a kind person. If the video is helpful, comment 1. If it's not good enough or needs improvement, comment 2. Thank you everyone. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Not drinking water right after waking up. Let me tell you a quick story about my friend Margaret. She's 72, full of life, and always on the go. But a few months ago, she started complaining about feeling sluggish in the mornings. Her energy was low, her joints felt stiff, and she often experienced headaches before lunchtime. When we sat down to chat about her morning routine, I quickly spotted the issue. Margaret wasn't drinking water when she woke up. In fact, she admitted that sometimes she wouldn't have a sip until mid-morning, relying instead on her coffee to wake her up. Here's the thing. After a full night of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. You've gone 7 to 8 hours, or however long you sleep, without any water. And during that time, your body has been working hard, repairing cells, digesting food, and maintaining vital functions. By the time you wake up, your body is practically begging for hydration, but many of us ignore this simple need. Why it matters. When you don't drink water first thing in the morning, you're starting your day at a disadvantage. Dehydration can make you feel tired, foggy, and even irritable. It can also slow down your digestion and make it harder for your body to flush out toxins. For seniors, staying hydrated is especially important because our sense of thirst tends to diminish as we age. That means we might not even realize we're dehydrated until it starts affecting how we feel. A simple solution. The good news is that fixing this mistake is incredibly easy. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside table so it's the first thing you see when you wake up. If plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon, a few cucumber slices, or even a pinch of sea salt for flavor and extra minerals. Personally, I enjoy a warm glass of water with a teaspoon of honey. It's soothing and feels like a gentle wake-up call for my body. The benefits you'll feel. When you start your day with water, you'll notice the difference almost immediately. Your energy levels will improve, your skin might look a little brighter, and your digestion will thank you. Margaret, for example, made this one small change, and within a week, she was feeling more alert and less stiff in the mornings. She even joked that her morning water felt like a magic potion. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that the simplest habits often have the biggest impact. Drinking water right after waking up is one of those habits. It's a small act of self-care that sets the tone for a healthier, more energized day. Now that we've talked about the importance of hydration, let's move on to another common mistake that can derail your morning: skipping breakfast or eating the wrong kinds of foods. Trust me, this one's just as important, and I've got plenty of tips to share. Number 2. Skipping breakfast or eating the wrong foods. Let me share a story about my neighbor George. George is 75, a retired teacher, and one of the kindest people I know. But for years, he had a habit of skipping breakfast. "I'm just not hungry in the morning," he would say, brushing it off like it wasn't a big deal. Instead, he'd grab a cup of coffee and maybe a cookie or two around mid-morning. Over time, though, George started to notice he was feeling tired and irritable by lunchtime. He'd often get dizzy spells or feel shaky, especially on days when he was more active. Skipping breakfast or eating the wrong kinds of foods is a common mistake, and it's one that can really take a toll on your body, especially as you get older. Think of breakfast as fuel for your day. After sleeping all night, your body needs energy to kickstart your metabolism, stabilize your blood sugar, and power you through the morning. Without it, you're running on empty, and that can leave you feeling sluggish, lightheaded, or even anxious. Why breakfast matters. Breakfast isn't just about eating something, it's about eating the right things. Starting your day with sugary pastries, processed snacks, or just coffee might give you a quick burst of energy, but it won't last long. These foods cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash, leaving you feeling even more tired than before. On the other hand, skipping breakfast altogether can slow down your metabolism, making it harder for your body to burn energy efficiently. What a healthy breakfast looks like. The good news is that a healthy breakfast doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. The key is to include a balance of nutrients. Protein. This helps keep you full and supports muscle health. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts. Fiber. Fiber helps with digestion and keeps your energy steady. Try whole grain toast, oatmeal, or fresh fruit, like berries or a banana. Healthy fats. These provide long-lasting energy. Avocado, a drizzle of olive oil, or a small serving of natural peanut butter are great options. For example, one of my favorite breakfasts is a slice of whole grain toast topped with avocado and a boiled egg. It's simple, delicious, and keeps me feeling full and energized until lunchtime. If you prefer something sweet, try oatmeal with a dollop of yogurt, a sprinkle of nuts, and some fresh fruit. Breaking the habit of skipping breakfast. If you're someone who doesn't feel hungry in the morning, start small. Even a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts can help wake up your metabolism. Over time, your body will adjust, and you'll find yourself naturally craving something more substantial. George, for instance, started with just a banana and a glass of milk in the mornings. Gradually, he added a slice of toast with peanut butter, and now he swears by his oatmeal with berries. Not only does he feel more energetic, but he's also noticed fewer dizzy spells and a more stable mood throughout the day. The ripple effect. When you fuel your body with a nutritious breakfast, it sets the tone for the rest of your day. You're less likely to overeat later, you'll have more energy for your activities, and your body will thank you in ways you might not even realize. Better digestion, improved focus, and even a happier mood. Now that we've covered the importance of eating a proper breakfast, let's talk about another habit that can make or break your mornings. Moving your body. Don't worry, I'm not talking about intense workouts. Just simple, gentle movements that can make a world of difference. Let's dive into that next. Number 3. Not starting your day with gentle movement. Let me share a story about my neighbor Frank. Frank is 68 and has always been a bit of a night owl, so mornings were never really his thing. He'd roll out of bed, grab his coffee, and plop down in his favorite chair to read the paper. He told me he often felt stiff and achy, especially in his back and knees, but he thought that was just part of getting older. One day, we were chatting, and I asked him if he ever stretched or moved around in the morning. He laughed and said, "What's the point? I'm not running marathons at my age." But here's the truth. Gentle movement in the morning isn't about training for a marathon. It's about waking up your body, getting your blood flowing, and loosening up those stiff muscles and joints. As we age, it's easy to feel like our bodies are slowing down, but the less we move, the harder it becomes to stay active and mobile. A little morning movement can make a world of difference. Why gentle movement matters. When you wake up, your body has been in the same position for hours. Your muscles are tight, your joints might feel stiff, and your circulation needs a little jump start. Skipping morning movement can leave you feeling sluggish and even increase your risk of falls or injuries throughout the day. Think of your body like an old car on a cold morning. It needs a little warming up before it's ready to go. Easy ways to get moving. The good news is, you don't need to spend an hour doing yoga or hit the gym to get the benefits of morning movement. Just a few minutes of gentle stretching or light activity can do wonders. Here's a simple routine you can try. Start with a full body stretch. While still in bed, stretch your arms overhead and point your toes. Hold for a few seconds, then relax. This helps wake up your muscles and improve circulation. Roll your joints. Sit on the edge of your bed or a chair and gently roll your ankles, wrists, and shoulders. This loosens up your joints and helps reduce stiffness. Do some gentle standing movements. Stand up and slowly march in place for 30 seconds. If you feel steady, try gently swinging your arms as you march. This gets your heart pumping and helps wake up your whole body. Stretch your neck and back. Tilt your head slowly from side to side, then forward and backward. Follow this with a gentle forward bend to stretch your back. Don't push yourself. Just go as far as feels comfortable. These simple movements can be done in 5 to 10 minutes, and they're a great way to ease into your day. For those who want to take it a step further, a short walk around the house or even a few minutes of Tai Chi can be incredibly beneficial. The benefits of morning movement. When you make gentle movement part of your morning routine, you'll notice the benefits almost immediately. You'll feel more awake, your body will feel less stiff, and you might even find that your mood improves. Frank, for example, started doing a few stretches each morning, and within a couple of weeks, he told me he felt like a new man. He had less pain in his knees, more energy, and even started looking forward to his mornings. Remember, movement is a gift you give to your body. It doesn't have to be complicated or strenuous, it just has to be consistent. A little effort each morning can help you feel stronger, more flexible, and ready to take on whatever the day brings. Now that we've gotten your body moving, let's talk about another morning habit that can make or break your day. Drinking coffee too soon after waking up. You might be surprised by what I have to say about this one. Number 4. Drinking coffee. Right after waking up, let me share a little story about my neighbor George. George is 68, a retired teacher, and an absolute coffee enthusiast. Every morning, the first thing he'd do after rolling out of bed was head straight for his coffee maker. He'd pour himself a big cup, sit by the window, and sip it slowly as he planned his day. It was his ritual, his comfort. But lately, George noticed something odd. Instead of feeling energized, he often felt jittery and then sluggish by mid-morning. He also started having some stomach discomfort. When we talked about it, I suggested he try delaying his coffee just a bit. And let me tell you, it made a world of difference for him. Why coffee first thing isn't ideal. Now, don't get me wrong, I love coffee too. But drinking it immediately after waking up isn't the best idea, especially on an empty stomach. Here's why. When you wake up, your body naturally produces a hormone called cortisol, which helps wake you up and get you moving. If you drink coffee right away, it can interfere with your body's natural rhythm, making you more dependent on caffeine to feel alert. Over time, this can actually make you feel more tired instead of less. On top of that, coffee is acidic, and drinking it on an empty stomach can irritate your digestive system. For some people, this can lead to heartburn, indigestion, or even an upset stomach. And let's not forget the caffeine crash that can hit a few hours later, leaving you feeling drained just when you need energy the most. A better way to enjoy your coffee. The good news is, you don't have to give up your morning coffee. You just need to tweak the timing a little. Start your day with a glass of water, like we talked about earlier, to hydrate your body and get your system moving. Then, have a light breakfast before reaching for your coffee. Something simple, like a slice of whole grain toast with avocado, a handful of nuts, or a small bowl of oatmeal, is enough to cushion your stomach and balance your blood sugar. If you're not ready to eat a full breakfast right away, try waiting at least 30 to 60 minutes after waking up before having your coffee. This gives your body time to wake up naturally and lets your cortisol levels do their job. When you finally sit down with your cup of coffee, you'll find that it feels like a treat rather than a crutch. The benefits of waiting. George tried this approach, and within a week he noticed a big difference. His mornings felt smoother, his energy lasted longer, and his stomach felt much better. He even started enjoying his coffee more because it became part of a mindful routine rather than a rushed necessity. So, if you're like George and love your morning coffee, don't worry, you don't have to give it up. Just give your body a little time to wake up first. Trust me, your stomach, your energy levels, and even your mood will thank you. Speaking of breakfast, let's talk about why skipping it, or eating the wrong kinds of foods, can set you back for the rest of the day. I've got some great tips to share in the next section. Number 5. Not taking time for your mind and emotions. Let me share a story about my neighbor George. George is 74 years old, and he's the kind of person who's always been busy. Even in retirement, he fills his days with errands, chores, and helping out his family. But one day, over coffee, he confided in me that he often feels restless and anxious in the mornings. I wake up, turn on the news, and before I know it, I'm overwhelmed by everything happening in the world, he said. It's like I'm starting the day already stressed out. George's story isn't unique. Many of us start our mornings by diving straight into the chaos, whether it's watching the news, scrolling through social media, or jumping into a long to-do list. But what we often forget is that mornings are a precious time to connect with ourselves, to check in with how we're feeling, and to set a positive tone for the day ahead. Why it matters. Taking even a few minutes in the morning to focus on your mind and emotions can make a world of difference. It's like giving your brain a warm hug before you face the day. When we skip this step, we're more likely to feel scattered, anxious, or even irritable as the day goes on. For seniors, this time is especially valuable because it helps us stay grounded and maintain a sense of purpose, which is so important for emotional well-being. Simple ways to nurture your mind and emotions. You don't need an elaborate routine to take care of your mental and emotional health in the morning. Just a few small practices can have a big impact. Start with gratitude. When you wake up, take a moment to think about 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe it's the sound of birds outside your window, the comfort of your favorite chair, or the fact that you've got another day to enjoy life. Writing these down in a small notebook can make the practice even more meaningful. Practice deep breathing or meditation. Spend 5 to 10 minutes sitting quietly, focusing on your breath. Breathe in deeply through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly. This simple act can calm your mind and help you feel centered. If you're new to meditation, there are plenty of guided videos or apps that can help you get started. Read something inspiring. Instead of turning on the news right away, try reading a passage from a book that uplifts you. It could be a spiritual text, a poem, or even a motivational quote. Starting your day with positive words can shift your mindset in a powerful way. Connect with nature. If you're able, step outside for a few moments. Feel the fresh air on your face, listen to the sounds around you, and take in the beauty of the world. Even a short walk in your garden or sitting by a window with a view of the trees can bring a sense of peace. The benefits. You'll notice. When you take a little time each morning for your mind and emotions, you'll feel more balanced and ready to handle whatever the day brings. You might notice that you're less reactive to stressful situations or that you feel more optimistic and focused. George, for instance, started replacing his morning news habit with 10 minutes of journaling and a short walk outside. He told me later, "I feel lighter, like I'm carrying less weight around all day." Life can be busy, even in retirement, but your mornings are an opportunity to pause and reconnect with what truly matters to you. By dedicating just a few moments to your mental and emotional well-being, you're giving yourself the gift of a calmer, happier day. Speaking of setting a positive tone for the day, let's talk about another key element of a healthy morning routine. Planning your day with intention. This simple habit can help you make the most of your time and feel more accomplished. Let's dive into it. Number 6. Not planning your day. Let me share a story about my neighbor, Mr. Henry. He's 75, retired, and one of the kindest people I know. But a few months ago, he mentioned feeling restless and unmotivated. The days just blend together, he told me. I wake up, have breakfast, and then I'm not sure what to do with myself. He felt like his time was slipping away, and it left him feeling a little down. This is something I've seen happen to many people as they get older, especially after retirement. Without the structure of a work schedule or daily responsibilities, it's easy to feel like the day has no direction. But here's the truth. Every day is a gift, and having a simple plan can help you make the most of it. Why planning matters. When you don't have a plan for your day, it's easy to fall into a pattern of inactivity or aimlessness. You might spend hours watching TV, scrolling through your phone, or just sitting around wondering what to do next. While rest is important, too much unstructured time can lead to boredom, loneliness, or even feelings of sadness. Having a plan, even a loose one, gives your day purpose and helps you feel more in control of your time. How to plan. Your day planning doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. In fact, it can be as simple as writing down 3 things you'd like to do that day. For example, you might decide to take a 20-minute walk in the morning, call a friend in the afternoon, and spend some time reading or working on a hobby in the evening. The key is to focus on activities that bring you joy or help you feel productive. One thing I like to do is keep a small notebook by my bed. Each morning I jot down a few goals for the day. They don't have to be big or ambitious. Sometimes it's as simple as watering my plants, organizing a drawer, or baking a loaf of bread. Seeing those tasks written out gives me a sense of purpose and accomplishment, even before the day begins. The benefits of a daily plan. When you start planning your days, you'll notice a few changes. First, you'll feel more focused and less scattered. Instead of wondering, "What should I do now?" you'll already have a roadmap to guide you. Second, you'll feel more accomplished at the end of the day, knowing you've spent your time in meaningful ways. And finally, planning helps you stay connected to the things that matter most. whether that's your health, your relationships, or your personal interests. Mr. Henry took this advice to heart, and now he's become a master planner. His days are filled with small but meaningful activities, like tending to his garden, volunteering at the local library, and even learning how to paint. He told me recently, "Planning my day has made me feel alive again. I wake up excited about what's ahead." So, if you ever feel like your days are slipping away, try starting each morning with a simple plan. Remember, it's not about filling every minute. It's about giving your day purpose and direction. Speaking of purpose, let's talk about another way to start your mornings on the right foot: fueling your body with the right kinds of foods. Breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, and for good reason. Let's dive into why that matters. As we've explored together, mornings are such a special time of day. They set the tone for everything that follows, and the choices you make during those first few hours can have a profound impact on your health, energy, and overall happiness. Whether it's drinking water to rehydrate, nourishing your body with a healthy breakfast, or simply taking a few moments to plan your day, these small habits can make a big difference. But here's the most important thing I want you to remember. It's never too late to start fresh. Every morning is a new beginning, a chance to take care of yourself, to focus on what brings you joy, and to live with intention. Even if yesterday wasn't perfect, today is a new opportunity to do better, to feel better, and to embrace life with open arms. Celebrate the small wins. It's easy to get caught up in what we haven't done or where we feel we've fallen short, but I encourage you to celebrate the small wins. Maybe you drank that glass of water first thing in the morning. Maybe you took a short walk or called a friend you've been meaning to catch up with. These little moments matter. They add up to something bigger, a life that feels full and meaningful. Take it. One step at a time. Change doesn't have to happen all at once. If some of the tips we've discussed feel overwhelming, start with just one. Maybe tomorrow you'll focus on drinking water when you wake up. Once that becomes a habit, you can add in another, like planning your day or spending a few minutes stretching. The key is to take it one step at a time and be kind to yourself along the way. The power of perspective. As we age, it's natural to reflect on how quickly time seems to pass. But instead of focusing on what's behind us, let's look at what's ahead. Each day is a gift, and mornings are a reminder of that. They're a chance to set the stage for a day filled with gratitude, connection, and purpose. You're not alone. If you ever feel like you're struggling to create healthy habits or find motivation, remember that you're not alone. Many of us face the same challenges, but we can support each other by sharing stories, advice, and encouragement. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, and don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. The journey ahead. As you move forward, I hope you'll carry these ideas with you and make them your own. Life is a journey, and every morning is a chance to take another step toward the life you want to live. Whether it's through small changes in your routine or simply pausing to appreciate the beauty of a sunrise, you have the power to make each day count. So, tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes and greet the day, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is your time. Your time to care for your body, nurture your mind, and fill your heart with joy. Let's make every morning a celebration of life, because you deserve it. Now go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. And when tomorrow comes, I hope you'll wake up ready to embrace it with energy, gratitude, and a sense of purpose. You've got this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Your support means the world to us. See you in the next video.